Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for Aden in a car after having too much coffee! Hello! Welcome. Don't mind me, I was just watching the giant flock of birds fly over. I actually can't see any birds. It's a very cloudy sky today. I saw a notification for a chance of flurries starting where I was. I never saw any flurries. They got my hopes up. I want a blizzard. I want 3 foot of snow. Maybe 4 or 5. I want an actual snow day. People tend to freak out whenever like a big snowstorm, like the first one of the year comes. It's like, oh, it's Snowmageddon. I want an actual Snowmageddon. I know I'm probably going to regret those words, but let's find out. So I was talking about birds, right? Birds flying up overhead. That's because it's National Bird Day. You see, we got to celebrate the birds because the bird is the word. There's a book that we've been reading a lot in our house called Tall Dog, Small Dog. And in it is a depiction of the bird from Are You My Mother? Probably written by the same person. I don't know. Or the artist, probably the same. These are things that I should look up, but it's just something that came to the top of my head while we're talking about birds. And if it wasn't for this bird, this book would have no plot or no resolution. Because Tall Dog is sleeping in a small bed. And Small Dog, he's sleeping in a tall bed. And these two, I tell you, without that bird, they would not have realized that if they actually want to sleep, Small Dog's got to sleep in the small bed, and Tall Dog's got to sleep in the tall bed. Because, you know, big dogs need big beds, and small dogs need small beds. That's the resolution of the book. Now you don't have to read it. We're light on the of the days today, folks. Because it's bird day. Those birds got one thing to eat. And then the last one is about more or less not eating. Not eating carbs specifically. Because it's Keto Day. Those who are practicing the keto diet, maybe for a New Year's resolution. It's one that I've sort of dabbled and tried in the past. I don't think going after specific diets where you take out a specific food is necessarily the best thing that I can do that I've found, but the whole idea of getting your body to go into ketosis, where it's more or less trying to eat at your fat cells, always found interesting. Don't think I'd ever completely pulled it off when I did try the diet. But if you're practicing keto, I think, you probably can. Specifically because you're dieting. But today is whipped cream day. So your food today is not really something that's going to go hand in hand with your keto diet. But birds might eat it. Especially if you cover that whipped cream in birdseed. So go out there today, folks. Cover whipped cream in birdseed. And celebrate those birds. Because, well, if you're on that keto diet, you might just have to eat them, because it's a lot of meat and little to no carbs, from what I know. I have a weigh-in tonight, basically self-made. I'm weighing myself on Fridays to keep myself in focus for my goal of losing weight this year. So we'll see if this week's efforts of less snacking, more activity steps and things. I've specifically, now this was a lighter week at work as far as like stuff that's going on, just because it kind of slowly ramps back up. Like next week it'll be a little bit better, but that third week after Martin Luther King Day, that'll be my really busy weeks. Really. Trying to think, we've got to be more busy, but steps. That's where I was going with this. Sorry. Over lunch period, I do the steps up and down one of our stairwells. Now, when I used to be at my old position, there was a much taller building that I could do steps, so I'm repeating myself over four floors as opposed to 9 floors. But none the same. The workout is still, I find, great. I think I can make it to my goals this year. At least we're gonna try. How have your resolutions for the year going? I hope they're well. Remember, if you haven't written them down yet, you should write them down so you don't forget them. And then from that written down thing, break them down as to what you can do for each one. So like, I'm going to lose weight. Then break it down by the month, and then go, just keep breaking it down until you know, like you're talking about, I need to inhale and then exhale. That's how far you should get to the point that you're breaking down the steps, or something like that. Anyway, have a great week. I hope you're happy. Hope you're healthy. We'll catch you on the flip side. See you, everybody.